So I will say we can just start with this fourth webinar and is our last experience webinar that has guided us through our 5 senses. So after touch, smell, tasting, vision, today is the turn of hearing. And we have Lucrezia with us and the soprano Maria that we have just seen a few minutes ago. So yes. If Lucrezia would like to introduce Maria so that we know who she is, and today it will be really a nice day, and we will discover opera and theaters in Italy. So
thank you. So Maria is a soprano singer, and so she is part of our team of Opera in the Kitchen here in Italy, in Tuscany. We met each other something like 4 years ago because we were together in the same orchestra. So I played saxophone, and she was performing during the events. She's a soprano voice. And she has international experience. She performed in Italy and also abroad in many theaters. So yes, we have these events. Janet, sorry, I cannot. I love Opera in the Kitchen. I'm from New York, the Tuscan Travelista. We have been there at her place, at the place of Janet with Chiara, with the other soprano singers. So I'm very happy to see Janet online. And yeah, so today with Miriam, so we have, and with Maria, we have decided the program. So we are traveling a bit around Italy. We are starting from the South Italy, and then to the center in Tuscany, and then we are moving to the north of Italy with a big surprise.
So let's start. Italy is the undisputed home of opera. The art was invented here in the 16th century, and since then, many of the world's greatest operas have been written in the beautiful Italian language, surely the best language to sing opera. From Verdi and Vivaldi to Tosca and La Traviata, Italy's composers and operas are famous worldwide. And where better to enjoy the masterpieces than in their home country? Italy's theater are as impressive as the pieces played in them. From Milan in the north to Palermo in the south, there is a list of the best opera houses in Italy to enjoy classic, ballet or contemporary art performances. Italy's most touristic season, as you know, is during the summertime. People from all over the world used to spend, and we hope they will come back, the summer holidays here in the beautiful country. However, the climate can be quite hot, and we can tell you that today and yesterday we had really summertime. And many older buildings do not have or do not use air conditioning. By far, the most unique experience you can have in Italy, especially during the very warm months, is visiting the open-air opera theaters. So here we will just present you a few spectacular outdoor theaters. So let's start. Oops, non va.
Yeah, we can see that.
So let's start Antico Teatro of Taormina. Taormina, one of the pearls of Sicily, a magical place that you cannot miss in your visit to Sicily. A place famous for its Greek theater, the second largest in Sicily, after that of Syracuse. From here, you will have a magnificent panorama of the Gulf and the imposing Etna, and that is the largest active volcano in Europe. And you will enjoy the beauty of the sea, the nature that it surrounds it. On the basis of the few archaeological documents we have, the Greek theatre of Taormina was probably built at the time of Gerone II, Tyrann of Syracuse, because in one of the steps, the name of his wife, Philistide, was engraved. However, the architectural confirmation is typically Roman. It has experienced periods of splendor and abandonment. It remained, in fact, in use after the fall of the Roman Empire, and enhanced again only after the complete restoration in 1955. Previously, it hosted numerous fighting shows between gladiator and wild beasts. The ancient theater of Taormina represent a monument much appreciated by all tourists from all over the world, as well as the pride of the whole of Sicily. Since 1950, the location has been exploited by various forms of entertainment. In the summer, it becomes theater of music performances and symphonic concerts. Among the hosted artists, which are truly many, I mention you among the long list Elton John, James Blunt, Mika, Duran Duran, and Sting. Award ceremonies as the David of Donatello takes place here in Taormina. Several ballets. Bolle has danced here several times with his Bolle and Friends event. The Taormina International Film Festival, which brings together celebrities from all over the world, is held in the summer. Unfortunately, this year, it has been cancelled, as all other performances. Taormina Arte is a manifestation of show since 1983. And it was home of the G7 in 2017. We will remember Melania Trump and all the dresses, fantastic dresses she were wearing during this event, all Dolce & Gabbana dresses, the famous coat that she was wearing. Do you remember, Lucrezia? So,
yes.
And the list could become infinitive. Art, culture, and entertainment are therefore the protagonists in Taormina. Unfortunately, all performances have been cancelled this year due to the coronavirus. Mika concert was scheduled on August 4th. Simple Minds concert was also scheduled, was planned on July 18 and has postponed next year. La Traviata has been cancelled. Everything has been cancelled this year, and it is really a pity. So we will wait to know the new program they will have for next year. This was the teatro, the fantastic Teatro of Taormina. Then let's move to Naples, San Carlo Theatre. The Theatre of San Carlo is the oldest continuously active venue of opera in Europe and one of the best known theatres in Italy. Naples Theatre San Carlo was founded in 1737. Some of the first ballet productions were performed just here. It is the oldest opera house in Italy, and with over 3,000 seats, the theatre has home to several icons of Italian classic music and opera. The sumptuous, here is the interior, you see, it's really fantastic. The sumptuous and elegant furnishing and the beautiful decoration are just some of the amazing features that you will strike you immediately. You should also know that the Teatro San Carlo was the first to introduce the horseshoe floor plan, one of the principal stylistic elements of the Italian style theatre. The theatre has undergone several renovations. Unfortunately, the disastrous fire of 1816 completely destroyed the building, but Emperor Ferdinando IV wanted it rebuilt in just 10 months. The result is the splendid architecture that you can admire today. The most recent touch was given in 2009 by Elisabetta Fabbri, who created the new foyer. The Teatro San Carlo, just like the city of Naples, hides mysteries and legends. Do you know that the theater and the royal palace are connected by a secret passage? It was built at the behest of the king, who wanted to go to the show without having to go out to the street and be seen by the subject. In the side walls of the royal box, as you can see, there are inclined mirrors that allow the public to observe the king. It was an unwritten rule, in fact, that no one could applaud or ask for an encore before the sovereign did so. Not everyone knows that originally the upholstery of the Teatro San Carlo was blue and not red. The blue of the House of Borbone was replaced after the unification of Italy, when it was decided to use red, a typical color for theaters of the period. There is another San Carlo theater, very similar to the Napoleon theater. The architect José da Costa e Silva designed the Teatro Nacional de São Carlos in Lisbon, using the stylistic elements of the Neapolitan architecture. Also here, for the moment, all performances have been cancelled. The first one scheduled is for the moment on December the 4th with La Bohème. So, before to pass to Rome Theatre, I just give to Maria the voice, so she will just perform us something, and Lucrezia will introduce her.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miriam. So we have decided with Maria as the first opera in the South Italy, Santa Lucia. So Santa Lucia is a very famous Napolitan song, and actually it was translated in Naples in 1849. The original lyrics of Santa Lucia celebrate the beautiful, amazing waterfront district, which is Borgo Santa Lucia in the Gulf of Naples. And in the invitation of a boatman to take a turn in his boat to better enjoy the cool of the evening. So we will listen Santa Lucia, performed by Maria Salvini. Thank you, Maria.
Sul mare luccico l'astro d'argento, tranquilla e longa, prospero e vento. Sul mare luccico l'astro d'argento, tranquilla e longa, prospero e vento. Con questo zefiro così suave Oh, come dolce stare sulla nave con questo zaino così suave. Oh, come dolce stare sulla nave sopra passeggeri. Venite Dio, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia, sopra passeggeri. Venite Dio, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia.
Thank you, really nice.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Grazie Maria. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Just a private performance for all of us. Really brava, brava, brava.
Thank you so much.
But Maria will not leave us. We will have her for other 2 times. So after Taormina, after Naples, now it's the turn of Rome. Let's so Rome is without doubt one of the most visited cities in the world. His history, art and culture attract people from all over the globe. Rome's music, especially its opera, is one of the key attractions offered by the city of 7 hills. The original name of the Teatro dell'Opera di Roma was Teatro Costanzi, from the family name of its constructor, Domenico Costanzi, who had migrated from Umbria to the new capital of Italy in 1870 in search of a new business opportunity. The project started in 1874. Costanzi has bought a great deal of land in the area that leads to Via del Corso from the new Termini train station. At first, the entrepreneur built a luxurious hotel, Hotel Quirinale. Then he moved to build the new opera house. The hotel and the opera house communicated via a subterranean passage, which was very much liked by the artists, as it provided them with full privacy. Costanzi awarded the project of the opera house to Achille Spondrini, a young architect from Milan. The construction was very fast. The new opera house was ready in 18 months. Different from many other opera houses, so I just show you how it looks inside, which were designed in a neoclassical style. The Teatro Costanzi was built in a Renaissance revival fashion. Spondrini did not only pay attention to the visual decoration, he managed to design the theater that has wonderful acoustic with the help of the horse-shaped interior. Originally, the theater seated more than 2,200 people. Today, after major changes and for new security reasons, the opera house can host 1,600 people. Domenico Costanzi died in 1898. His son Enrico took over. Although he did not manage the opera house for a long time, Enrico's value will be remembered thanks to the premiere of Giacomo Puccini's Tosca on January 14 in the 1900, which would immediately gain the attention of the public. This is Rome's leading opera house that has gained fame and prestige through hosting performances by the world-renowned artists such as Caruso, Gigli, Del Monaco, and Maria Callas. Opera and ballet performances are put in between November and June, and during the summertime, program takes place in the incredible scenery of open-air Roman Terme di Caracalla, which actually since 1937 became the summer home of the Teatro dell'Opera. That site hosted in 1990 the very first concert of the three big tenors, Pavarotti, Domingo, and Carreras, beginning a series of concerts that would have touched the entire world. Also here for the moment, all show and concert and operas, ballets have been cancelled. The first one will be in November 3rd and with La Traviata. Here, the lamp. So now we have Gran Teatro Puccini. I can say my favorite one, also because I love Puccini. And I could go every evening just there to listen to Puccini. So, Torre del Lago, home of the Puccini Festival, is situated 4 kilometers from the magnificent beaches of Viareggio and the Tuscan Riviera, and 80 kilometers from the ancient city of Lucca. The Puccini Festival in Torre del Lago is one of the most famous events of the rich cultural life of Tuscany, the most important opera festival in Italy, and the only one in the world dedicated to the composer Giacomo Puccini, which takes place every summer in the months of July and August, right in the place that inspired the immortal melodies of Maestro Puccini, in a large outdoor theater of 3,400 seats on the shore of the Lake Massachusetts, surrounded by the green, right in front of the museum, Puccini's House Museum, where the remains of the musician are kept and where you can admire the documents of the life of Puccini. The Puccini Festival at Torre del Lago was created in 1930 in accordance with the maestro's wishes. Gioacchino Forzano, the librettist and the first stage director of Turandot, loved to remember what Puccini had told him before leaving for Brussels Clinic, where he died shortly afterwards. I always go out walking in front of my house, and then in my boat I go hunting snipes. But once I would like to go out and listen to an opera of mine in the open air. The first Puccini opera performance at the Torre del Lago was Bohème, organized in 1930 by Forzano and Pietro Mascagni. Also here, all operas have been cancelled, but if we are lucky, Tosca will be performed on August 6th and August 14th, and Madama Butterfly on August 8th and August 21st. So let's hope that at least those two performances will be not cancelled. So I would say it's the turn of Maria again, and Lucrezia just introduce us.
Yeah, thank you, Miriam. I have to be honest, Miriam. Also, for me, Puccini is my favorite, and I really love the Bohème. We are in Tuscany, and so I'm calling actually from Florence. Maria is calling from Lucca. So we have decided to perform one of the arias of Giacomo Puccini, so from Gianni Schicchi, and Maria will perform O mio bambino caro, which is a love story. And yeah, so Maria, we can start with this aria. Thank you so much, Maria.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
sì sì ci voglio andare e sarò
Wow, 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 really
Thank
fantastic.
you.
No, Maria, really fantastic. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Really bravo. We could
Thank
stay
you.
hours listening to you, really. Thank you, Lucrezia. Thank you,
It's a
Maria.
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
So now, okay. Now after Tuscany, now we are speaking about the famous Arena of Verona, an amazing outdoor venue to watch performances with a great acoustic. Live shows are often performed without microphones. Fundamentally, the Arena di Verona is a restored Roman amphitheater, just like the Colosseum in the middle of Verona. It was built in the 1st century under the guidance of Emperor Augustus. Just like the Colosseum, the Verona Arena was also home of the games of gladiators that entertained the inhabitants of the city. The Veronese amphitheater has changed its function several times throughout its history. In the medieval period, it was used as a place for public execution, while in the 1600s, it hosted various spectacles, even the hunting of the bulls. The Verona Arena began to approach the opera only in the 1800s, laying the foundation for the history for extraordinary success. For over a century, this incredible open-air theater has regularly hosted over 20,000 spectators on its impressive steps who flock from all over the world to attend the Grand Opera season on the stage. On August 10, 1930, to mark the centenary of Giuseppe Verdi's death, an opera was staged in the amphitheater for the first time, and it was Aida. Since then, Aida has become the Arena's best-loved opera and the most staged title in the history of the festival. Also this year, nothing. We have no operas going on at the Arena di Verona, nothing. Only 2 concerts, and really sad concert. We were talking with Lucrezia. One is Mozart with Requiem on July 31st, and then Wagner on August 7. So this year we have no performances at the Arena di Verona. Let's hope that next year we will hear also Maria, maybe at the Arena di Verona, once singing an opera. So let's move to the last theater of today, which is La Scala Theater, that is by sure one of the famous theaters in Italy. And the history of this important theater begins with a fire. Towards the end of the 17th, the Ducal Teatro took fire, and at its place, the Sovereign Maria Teresa d'Austria had a new construction, commissioning the architect Giuseppe Piermarini built the new theater. On August 3rd, 1778, the germ of neoclassical art was officially inaugurated, and for the occasion, l'Europa Riconosciuta, a piece especially composed by Antonio Salieri, was staged. Over time, La Scala di Milano underwent some architectural changes. For example, Napoleon abolished the royal box. During the Second World War, it was bombed out and then completely rebuilt. Successfully, it underwent an extensive and very controversial renovation in 2004. Rossini, Donizetti, Toscanini, and Verdi are just some of the great composers who have enchanted the audience here in this theater. Although the greatest artists of classical music have taken this stage, the Theatre of the Scala was not only intended for artistic representation. The space was also used as a ballroom. It was not rare that noble families entertained the guests in the boxes, and they even enjoyed gambling there. La Scala in Milano is a piece full of charm, thanks to the splendid architecture that characterize it. But what are the curious facts related to one of the most famous theaters in Italy? Not everyone knows that in the past, the seats of all stalls could be removed to create a free space where the public could dance. The stall of the Theatre of La Scala are also related to some curious stories. Each one was decorated by the family who owned it. The more the box was ornamented, the more rich and influential was the family that owned it. Stall number 13, yet another secret. It is entirely covered with mirrors, a sly way to get to see and spy on every corner of the theater. So, from the boxes to the ghost, the Theatre of the La Scala hosts the spirits of the great artists who have walked the stage. It is said that even the ghost of the great soprano Maria Callas has manifested itself. The season opening at La Scala in Milano is one of the most important social events of the city, and it takes place on December the 7th with the Sant'Ambrogio, when Sant'Ambrogio is celebrated. This year we had Tosca, and it was really an amazing 3-hour opera, and it was on TV, and it was really fantastic. It was Puccini, so one of my favorite artists. So I think Maria will sing something else for us.
Yes, of course.
Yes, we are ready. So, Miriam, can I invite, I know that for somebody is morning, but can I invite everybody to bring a glass of wine, please?
I have it with me already.
Brava! Yes, you studied, wow.
Let's hope also the other attendants have it, also if it's morning.
Yes, I mean, the idea, guys, is bring your glass of wine and we want to have a cheers together. Actually, we have decided Miriam as the last area with Maria. So, La Traviata. from Giuseppe Verdi. And as you were saying in the presentation of La Scala, the theater, so that's performed so in the event of 28th of May in 1955, which is one of the most important events at La Scala in Milan, with Maria Callas. So was with this aria, so La Traviata. So for this reason, we have decided to perform the Brindisi, and this is actually the last aria, and we really hope and wish that we can welcome everybody soon again in Italy, that we can start to travel again, and to welcome everybody at Opera in the Kitchen, and also here in our theaters, no, Miriam? So
yes, I hope so. I hope so. It's so sad without tourists. Really, I really hope that everything will be back again.
Yeah, but I mean, with this performance, we didn't say at the beginning, but the idea was just to bring, so they cannot come here. Yeah, so we want to bring opera at their places. So we hope that we are doing this today, and I'm ready with my glass. I think Maria is ready, Miriam too. I hope the others are ready too. So enjoy Il Brindisi from La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi. Thank you, Maria.
Cheers. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, fantastico, fantastico.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Maria. Hope everybody loves it. Yes, it was fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Maria. Okay.
See you next time. Thank you.
So there are many kisses, Maria. There are many. Brava, fabulous.
I see. Thank you.
Ciao, Maria. It was a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, Maria. Grazie.
So Maria is no longer with us, but we have Lucrezia. So,
Da, 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 da.
da, I give you the word so you can just explain what you are doing and just
Yeah,
tell
thank you.
me when I have to share the screen with you.
Thank you. Yeah, so I have prepared a short presentation, so I don't want to take longer. So here I just want to present what we are doing in collaboration with you. So our project is called Opera in the Kitchen, and we are located in Tuscany, in the countryside of Florence. Yeah, so actually we can start with our presentations, and then I will show them also some pictures of what we are doing.
So
And,
I have this. So.
Okay, perfect. Yes, I can see that. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah, Opera in the Kitchen is my own business. I'm the director. I started something like 4 years ago, and the idea was just to bring all my passions together. So the passion for the music, for the opera, and for the traditional food. In particular, I learned to cook with my mom and my grandmother when I was a child. And that's the reason why we have this project that is called Opera in the Kitchen. So we can go to the next slide. Yeah, here there are some pictures. Actually, I was trying to post as many pictures possible so they can see what we are doing. So we organize in general. Actually, we organize every day events. We can organize joinable or private experiences. In general, we have cooking classes, dinner, followed by opera at the end. This is our place in the countryside of Florence. So we have a maximum number 10 people. We can also organize private events, and the idea is to have a welcoming atmosphere. So it's a private. We really like that people can feel like at home at our place. So this is the place actually where I live. So we can go to the others. Yes, here we are. Yeah, this, as I was telling, this is my project, and I met Maria actually, and I met most of the musicians something like 4 years ago, because I used to play in the orchestra, so I play saxophone. My family produced extra virgin olive oil and wine since 3 generations. So I studied economics. I have done something completely different in my life. Then at some point I decided to leave everything and to start Opera in the Kitchen. Yeah, so I really love to be in contact with people and to share my passion for food, music, opera. So I'm there during every event, and I like to share the recipes that I learned to cook with my mom and my grandmother when I was a child. And at the end, there is this performance of the best arias of Italian opera. And actually, I didn't mention you, but so the one of our musicians is Sara Otello. So she is the harpist, and she's the harpist of La Scala in Milan, actually. So we have musicians with international experience, and Janet, that is here in the chat, Janet Caglia from the Tuscan Travelista. She came at our place, and we have been at her place. So she also met one of our musicians, so Chiara. We can go ahead. So okay, here we are. So we have 2 events in particular, is cooking class, dinner, and Italian opera performance, and this other project that is called Notes of Wine. So this is a combination. Actually, we need to. So we try to do a special wine tasting. So we pair for each wine. So we have in total 5 wines. So with the 5 arias of opera, and we want to explain during this event why we have decided that area, because in particular we want to find a good connection about the organoleptics, the properties of the characteristics, sorry, of the wine and the opera. So as when you go to the restaurant, no, Miriam, that
Yes.
there is the sommelier that say, okay, so with this kind of food, my suggestion is this kind of wine, and we do the same with the wine and the opera. So this is also wine. We can go, okay, thank you. So yeah, these are the two most important places where we organize events. One is Casa del Gallo, which is the villa dates back 1600 in the Chianti area, in the heart of Chianti Classico region, actually. And we also have 2 double rooms, and the other location is in Puglia in the South Italy. But we can move around Italy, and as I was telling you, we also have been in the States last November. So the idea is to bring opera in the kitchen everywhere. So these are the 2 most important places in Puglia, in the South Italy, and in Tuscany at Casa del Gallo. But we have our team that can travel also in Venice, in Rome, in Umbria. So we like traveling around Italy.
Just a moment, Lucrezia. Janet is asking which city in Puglia?
So it's near Martina Franca. Is a villa close to Martina Franca.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some other question? Just a moment. Okay. Can I go? Posso continuare?
Yes, yes, thank you.
So?
Yeah, this one is because I mean I'm very proud to talk about the oil of my family. So my family produces extra virgin olive oil and wine since 3 generations. So I prepared this picture here because I like to say that during the events we like offer our extra virgin olive oil. There is a tasting of that, and yeah, we brought also our extra virgin olive oil in the States. We can ship that, and I mean we really like that people can feel and touch and listen what Italy means. So this is our tradition, this is our food, this is everything is homemade, is made with our hands. And I mean, when I was a child, I was in the countryside and I was picking all the olives, and I really like that people can see the olive trees, can see and taste our extra virgin olive oil. And yeah, so the last one is Miriam, sorry, yes, so 5 stars. So what people say about us, we are very proud of our goals here. So we have been awarded by Airbnb as the most unforgettable experience. We have 5 stars on TripAdvisor, Facebook. And also I'm very happy to tell you that we are doing these experiences online right now. We started 4 months ago, and we are at the moment one of the first positions in the world about cooking classes. So we have almost 500 reviews, and yeah, we are having these cooking classes and also opera, because there is Maria that is performing opera also online, as we have done today.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So here we are. We hope you enjoyed this afternoon with this morning for you and this afternoon with us. So
Miriam, we didn't plan this, but can I do something?
Yes, of course you can do everything. Oh, we lost her. No. The surprise, she was here with a surprise. I hope she will come back. Just let me call her. Anyway, hope Lucrezia will come back. I hope you also, maybe she's back. Eccoti. Non ti sentiamo.
I'm here.
Ah, ok.
Yeah. I was just telling you how I'm not making any disaster, and I was just doing this. Okay, can I show them the Duomo of Florence?
Oh yes! Wow!
I mean, they can feel it. Everybody can feel a bit now in Tuscany. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. You are lucky to have it in front of you every morning.
Yeah.
So this was our last webinar for the moment. We will have some other in program for the next months. We will surprise you. This was a really nice webinar, I think, and Maria was fantastic. Lucrezia, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. If you have some question, please feel free to contact us. So, ladies, hope to see you soon again, that the coronavirus will stop, that old life will be again with us, and we will send you the recording as usual by mail within today. So if you don't have any other question, Lucrezia, thank you so much. Thank you to Maria again. And to everybody, I wish you a nice day. So if you want to add something, Lucrezia.
Yeah, thank you so much for welcoming us. It was a really great pleasure, and we really hope to welcome everybody soon, because we can feel the difference in these days, of course. So yeah, we didn't expect this, of course, and so we can't wait to start and to have fun all together. So come to visit us in 2021, because now 21st, because now I think this year is already gone. But
Okay. So thank you to everybody, and ciao. See
Ciao,
you soon
ciao.
again. Ciao. Ciao, ciao to everybody.